My name is Karen, and I have red lights around because once the sun goes down, I turn on lights that are red because red mimics sunset. And it helps me sleep better. It helps with my circadian rhythms. But that's not what I wanted to talk about. I got to see a very old friend of mine, Lionel, and when when I was in my early 20s, I liked this one guy. His name was Johnny. And Johnny and Lionel were best friends, and they drove from California to Montreal to go to an event. One night, maybe a week after they had left, I I was pretty suicidal at the time. I had a lot of unresolved trauma. I was going to a therapist who re-triggered me. I didn't know that's what she was doing, but she constantly re-triggered me, like over and over again in every session. I stopped going to her eventually, but it took me a while to realize what she was doing. But so I was really struggling. And one night I felt like I had this sort of psychic break. I was out and I didn't feel like I could drive. Like the whole world was just crazy looking to me, all the lights and all the distractions, and I didn't feel safe driving. So I just pulled over, and I was super psychic. I was able to know things about people that I didn't know, but that other people did, and the other people were corroborating what I knew about these people that they knew. And it felt like I had sort of catapulted off the earth, that I was only connected by a very thin thread to the earth, and that I was sort of in outer space. And I wasn't on any drugs or anything like that. I was just really having a psychic break. So I finally get home, and my friend came, and he wanted to put me in a hospital. And I said, no, I didn't want to go into the hospital. And I said, let me pray. So I prayed, and within about 3 minutes, Johnny called. Now, it was 11:30 at night for me, so that means it was 2:30 or 3:30 or something like that for Johnny in Montreal. Johnny said, Karen, are you all right? And I said, no, I just feel like I feel like I'm just holding on to the earth by a tiny thread. I feel like I'm in outer space. I don't know what to do. And Johnny said, okay. He said, just breathe, and I'll call you tomorrow. And I said, okay. I did not know this, but Johnny wakes Lionel up right after he gets off the phone with me. And the phone, he had gotten up in the middle of the night after I prayed. And the phone, oh my God, this thing does this in the weirdest time. You see that thumbs up? That's so weird. The phone, maybe it's Johnny because Johnny's dead now. But the phone, they didn't have a phone in their hotel room. So Johnny had woken up in the middle of the night from my prayer, I think, and called me from a payphone in Montreal. So he grabs Lionel, who's sleeping in the other bed, and he says, Lionel, we got to go pray for Karen. And so they go down, and I didn't know any of this. They go downstairs, and they put their knees in the, in the snow, and they prayed for me. And what was amazing is that I didn't know they were praying for me, but within a few minutes after talking to Johnny, I got calm. I got sane, and I was able to go to sleep. I didn't know that. When Johnny told me the next day, I realized that his prayer and Lionel's prayer had been super helpful and had changed me. And I had learned about quantum entanglement. I had learned about Einstein's spooky action at a distance. That's what Einstein called it. And I was aware of that, but this was the first time that I had felt that prayer, somebody else was praying for me, and I actually felt the difference. And this has happened many, many times in my life now, where either I've prayed for someone or someone has prayed for me, and I can feel it. And it was so sweet because I saw Lionel yesterday at my other friend Lee's funeral, and it was beautiful to see Lionel. I will always treasure him. And Johnny, he died But when I was trying to not kill myself 15 or 16 years ago, Johnny and my dad, who are both dead, came to me and told me how to live. They taught me how to live. And so Lionel is the only one living between Johnny and Lionel, although I still talk to Johnny all the time. And Lionel is amazing, and it was really sweet to see him yesterday. And I just wanted to share that we have so much power, and we can provide positive energy for others, and others can provide it for us. And if you just use a pure heart, I'm not religious. This is not about religion. But I do see that having a positive thought towards someone that comes from your heart is powerful. It changed my life, and I've had it happen many times where I was prayed for and I later find out, oh, that's why I shifted. So you have power. You can do it for yourself, and you can pray for other people. And by pray, I mean come from your heart and imagine them the way you want them to be. That seems to be the most effective. Anyway, I'm just so thankful. I'm so thankful that there are so many people who care and that who are kind and loving. And I'm so thankful to know that even when we, quote, die, that who we really are remains. The energy of who we really are remains. And so I feel my friend Lee, and I feel Johnny, and I feel my dad, and I feel my aunt, and I feel my grandparents, and I feel other people that I know, Charlie, and so many beautiful people in my life that are gone, but they're not gone. They're right here. So we're all connected. I call it the internet, INNER. We're like, if this is all the people, we are all connected on the internet. So if you have some good intentions for someone, send them. People, if they're aware, they'll feel it. I love you.